like whenever you are working on a new product or a new feature for Kashi, then there are these brainstorming sessions and ideation phase going on. So like there are product developers involved, product analysts, different levels of people. So how important do you feel it is to have a person from this technological background to put in his ideas or his inputs in such kind of a conversation, and like what's the importance of inputs that he might give and which could help in improving the idea that you're working on, or which might also get you some better ideas actually.
Oh, sure. So these are really good questions that you're asking me. These are things we deal with on a daily basis, in fact. And see, there's always a thin line between how you want to actually get business perspectives and product management perspectives into the technical mix, and how do you actually work, and deal with that problem. And it's very important for a very good mix of business, product managers, and tech to actually come together to deliver a product that has the best possible value. And any more of any excessive of any one of them might actually skew the product and might not deliver the kind of value you had expected it to be. So from all that, it is required to have a very dedicated effort in understanding that what exactly are they looking for, like a lot of times, in fact, you see that in a lot of companies that is exactly not, people are not clear with. They say, okay, we want to do this, but that's all they know about. Like, you need to be much more specific that what exactly are you looking for. Like what we said is that we want to deliver products that will fuel the consumption demand for young salaried millennials in India. Right? That was a broad use case, but now we have like multiple products that do that. And when we launch a particular product, like we're launching a credit card product, or we're launching one particular 1 year kind of a loan for our customers. There is a lot of research that has to go into that. There has to be business use case to that. Is there a business use case to that? What is the competitive landscape around it? How are we going to tackle that problem? Who will be the probable customers for that? And then there is a product management perspective, that how do we structure this product so that it is most seamless for the customers to use it? How do we exactly build the user journey to be the most seamless out there? Can we instantly give credit to people for 1 year, which will be an insane thing to do, because this very rarely that you see out there in the markets. A bank will probably give you a 1 year loan within a matter of 10 minutes, but we are doing that, right? So how do you do that? You need to have a very, very seamless user experience and structure your product in the best way possible. And then comes a technology perspective, that how do you actually enable all of this via technology? What are the best technology tools that you can use so that you have again, like you are able to enable that kind of the user experience. You are able to enable whatever the business has envisioned, and you can bring more value-added services on top of that. So now, when it comes to product management, see, I think that, and this is an opinion that I have cultivated over a bit of time, that it works best when you have product managers who know the in and outs of technology till a certain extent, and that really helps because, and that is why you see that people who have worked in technology domain to a certain extent know about in and outs of tech, or have worked in tech teams, make really good product managers, because then they know when they speak that they want this feature, what they're exactly looking for, right? Otherwise, there will be a big communication gap between a tech team versus a product team, because they are looking for something that they don't know how it will get implemented actually.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that is why I always tell my team that we have product managers, we have a very solid product team, we have a very solid tech team, and I always tell my team as well that even if you do 10% of product management in terms of thinking from a user experience perspective, thinking of in terms of the user interface, thinking about how the user journey looks like in terms of the products that we are developing, how do we exactly make the product seamless to use, that really adds a lot of value, because now you have people who are engineers who are actually involved in the trenches of developing that. Now actually thinking on a much broader perspective. They're zooming out and thinking that how they can actually go ahead and develop excellent products out there. So that really helps you. And the last thing that I would add here is that all of this involves that one thing that will enable all of these things to happen very well, but not a lot of people do that, which is picking up the phone and speaking to your customers. People don't do that. That is the most important use case out there, that that these are the guys you want to target for your product. whether it be technology or whether it be product or whether it be business, you speak to your customers and figure out whether they actually want this product. You do surveys on them, you understand their needs actually, and you understand that is the tech that they are actually seeing on the app right now, does that work fine from them? Would they have expected something else, right? And then you go and develop them. Because see, I and other people in the company might not be the customers of that product, right? So whatever we think might not be how people want to actually have that product. And that is why speaking to your customers in this entire product development life cycle is crucial to the success of the product.